Because what a way to start. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not here alone. I'm here with my studio audience. And my name is Roslyn Felly, and I come your way every Wednesday and Friday. Why do I come your way? Because you make sure that you make us a #1 afternoon show in your homes, and we are super excited. All the time when we come your way, you send your messages to us. So today we know you'll do it again. Send it to us on 055-157-5757, 055-157-5757. Now today, guess what we are talking about? Let's go into a bit of health. You know, Ghana is actually a country that we always complain about health issues and all of that. But guess what? If we take good care of ourselves, we'll be fine. But recently, we are hearing of cholera outbreak. Sometimes I want to ask my guests a few questions. I don't know, how many of them know more about cholera? Do you guys know a lot about cholera? Oh, do you know about cholera? Oh, see? And I believe most of you at home, you have the same way of answering the question. Do you know much about cholera? Well, don't worry at all. Today, we are going to delve into that. How do we prevent cholera from happening or from coming to us? Because you know what, I say that we don't get it, so they come to us. Wherever you find yourself, it can come to you whether you like it or not. And so today we are going to take a look at the recent hike in cholera outbreak in Ghana here. What can we do about it? And also, today there's been a revelation with regards to the number of people living with HIV. Oh, yes, darling. Very worrying, very scary. What are we doing wrong? What can we do to prevent this from happening? Well, don't worry. Dr. Mordecai will be here to tell us exactly what we need to do when it comes to the fight against cholera and the fight against HIV. Now, not just that. You know, when we come your way, we have our DIY segment where we make sure you learn something to do with your hands and maybe make some money with that. And so today, we are learning how to make traditional slippers. So, you know, you see the chow chow and all of that. You see them, people wearing it for funerals. You like them. Today, we are going to teach you how to put together, you know, all these things, and then you get a traditional slippers, and you wear it and you look fantastic wherever you find yourself. So, stay glued to your television set for that. And we have our guest, the ever controversial Sally Mann, will be here as well, and we'll get to know more about the woman, Sally Mann. You know, she calls herself Sally Mann. You ask yourself, oh, what's Sally Mann? Okay, worry, no more, because we'll ask all of that. Loishola Ade will be on standby to read all your messages. Don't forget to send in your messages to us on 055-157-5757, 055-157-5757. A big thank you to my glam squad. I look lovely, don't I? Yes, and today somebody says my dress is Minya Tabaya. And comment too. Don't worry, I ain't got a turbine, but I got a turbine this afternoon. My lovely dress is by Trendy Avenue. I've been styled by Kojo Africa. My lovely makeup by Rub Down Makeover, and my accessories by Upstyle Trends. A big thank you to all of you. Now, I want us to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll delve into our first conversation for the day. Do stay. And we are back like we never left. It's another episode of Changes, and I'm super excited to come your way. My name is Roslyn Felly. Now, you know, earlier I did tell you that we're going to talk about cholera, right? There is an outbreak of cholera. However, when you read about it or when you hear about it, you ask a lot of questions. How do the people that get it contract it? What do they do wrong? And when they get it, how can they also fight it to prevent death? Well, today we have Dr. Mordecai who's here, who is going to tell us exactly what we need to do to prevent ourselves from getting cholera, and also what we can do if the doctor does diagnose us with cholera. Ladies and gentlemen, with a huge round of applause, let's welcome Dr. Mordecai Owusu. Welcome once again. Guys, have a seat. So I actually told them that I will ask them a few questions with regards to cholera, and then I can come to you to tell us exactly, you know, how we can, you know, prevent ourselves from getting cholera and how we can also fight it, just in case we get it. Okay. And so, guys, who answered first? I asked you this question before we went on break, so don't pretend like you don't know. So somebody tell me what you know about cholera. Yes, the microphone is there. Okay.
Okay, what I know is that if you have germs, let's say going to the washroom without washing your hands and digging your hands into food, yes, you get
cholera, right?
Yeah,
that's fine.
Okay. All right, please.
Okay, so from my SHS memory, I remember that cholera is caused by a bacteria called Vibrio cholerae.
Okay.
And then it spreads through contaminated food and water.
Nice. All right, so I think Madam also wanted to speak. Madam, you wanted to speak. Should we pass the microphone to you?
What I know about the cholera is also a contaminated food or liquid, and usually you have a running stomach and you get dehydrated.
Okay.
Okay.
It seems they are very well informed.
Yes, very well informed. You know, most people get to know a bit about cholera, but then we ask ourselves, they say cholera.
Okay,
you know, but what really is cholera? And I'll ask you more after you answer this one, because for me, I have a lot of questions with cholera.
Thank you again. Thank you for having me once again. And as you rightfully said, cholera is caused by a bacteria, and it's basically taking contaminated food or water, which will result in having the diarrhea. So in a nutshell, it's a diarrheal disease from eating contaminated food or drinking contaminated water. And most of the time it's from poor hygiene, poor sanitary conditions. So if you're not disposing your waste appropriately, then it seems to find its way into our meals. If you use the washroom and you don't wash your hands under running water with soap, then you come back to eat the food, and you're contaminating your food with your own fecal matter, if I should say that way. So then it goes back into you. So the nutshell, yes.
But what's the difference between cholera and typhoid? Because we hear the same thing about typhoid.
Yes. So the typhoid won't give you the diarrheal disease per se, but typhoid will come with a bit of fever, or we'll say temperature, but it's more fever, severe abdominal pain, and you feel sick. But with the cholera, you're having what we call rice water diarrhea. The stool that comes out has the rice water look, so small pieces of feces in liquid. That's how the stool looks like. So that's the natural, and it's a bit aggressive because you're going to have the diarrhea, and some will also have the vomiting associated with it. So if you are passing watery stools, vomiting, then it will lead to the dehydration. If the interventions are not put in place quickly, then it may end poorly for you.
Right. So typhoid is different from cholera.
Cholera, yes.
The difference is that one, you have a running stomach, and the other you don't. That's the only difference. Because from what you're telling us, the causes are almost the same, right?
No, the typhoid infective agent is different from the cholera infective agent.
Okay.
Though, similarly, they will have poor hygiene relating to getting typhoid. But the severity of typhoid, cholera is more acute, so it evolves quickly. If you don't put the interventions in, you may not make it. But cholera is a bit insidious. It takes its time, then it becomes a full-blown illness.
That's a typhoid. It's a bit slower. Right. So for people that are getting it, I know the question is, how did I get it? Because probably they are taking very good care of themselves. They are washing their hands. They are making sure that they keep up to all these hygienic things, yet they are getting cholera.
So one common risk factor is found yourself in the crowded spaces. So commonly funerals. It's crowded space. And funerals too, you've catered, you've leased the catering to someone. So if the catering staff don't take their personal hygiene serious, then something may contaminate the food. They are serving the food to the funeral attendants. I'm leaving the funeral grounds, going home with. So when people also go to funerals, you don't provide enough sanitary facilities. So 2 or 3 mobile toilets are available. You have 1,000 people at your funeral. Everybody sharing. Inadequate water to even wash your hands after you use the place. So you still come back.
Is it only funerals? What about birthday parties?
In a gathering, funerals is a bit unique. That's how I tilted towards that. But again, funerals too often happens in the rural areas. So when you go, accessible to clean potable water may be a limitation. So you go there, you're not getting the water. You're probably buying water from an unhygienic source to drink because you're thirsty. Yeah, all of this, I just put yourself at risk of this. And people in boarding houses, prison camps, all this, it's a crowded space. So once you're in a crowded space, hygiene practices goes down, and it puts individuals who find themselves in that space at risk of contracting the
So no matter how you think that you're taking care of yourself, once you're exposed to these things, you could get it.
Let me juxtapose that to, to COVID.
Okay.
COVID, I can take my personal safety paramount, but once my neighbor doesn't take care of himself or herself, and I get exposed to him, I can pick up the COVID virus. And during COVID, we were washing our hands regularly. You go to every building, there's water, there's soap at the entrance.
The Veronica buckets and
everybody had sanitizer in their bags, in their pockets. So at that time, cholera cases literally went down.
Yeah.
Because everybody was washing their hands, sanitizing our hands. We were very particular about that, plus the masks we were wearing. So now that COVID has gone down, we are back to our
cholera days.
And now we are beginning to record the numbers again.
Wow.
And because if you get it, you don't report early because it's basically dehydration. If you don't get the fluids in quickly, then, I mean, your kidney shut down. Once your kidney shuts down, I mean, everything starts going down. Yes, because you need enough fluids in your system to perfuse or to give blood supply to your kidneys. And kidneys will go down quickly because once you are dehydrated, the body will start prioritizing your brain, your heart, and the kidneys will go off.
Within how many days can that happen?
It depends on how much volume or how much stools you are passing every day or in a period, and how much the volume of the vomiting you are pouring. So in a child can be very short because children are small, they deteriorate quickly. Adults may be able to contain it for a day or two, but once it gets worse, I mean, they are likely to go down.
So the symptoms for one to look out for is?
Diarrhea, watery diarrhea, or what we call rice water stool. So when you use the washroom, look in the bowl. If you start having diarrhea, look in the bowl, look at how the stool looks like. That should be a pointer to you. Then
and rapid weight loss as well?
Because you've lost body water, so your weight will literally sink.
Oh.
So then once you start having a diarrhea, the least you can do for yourself is get ORS. Keep yourself hydrated. I mean, as much as you are passing the watery stools, replace it with enough ORS, the volume. So mix it, just drink. If pass to drink. Because once you come to the hospital, it's just IV fluids would connect you. And sometimes we have to add antibiotics to treat you. But it's your fluid therapy that is paramount to.
What about coconut water?
It's very good.
It's very good?
Contains enough ions too, so it's a very good source of rehydration. So you can get, coconut is expensive. It's not 6 cedis or 7 cedis, depending on where you are buying your coconut from.
It used to be 2 cedis.
So if you can afford it, the better. But then again, there are preparations, pharmacy can get the sachet with the ORS sachet. You mix it with your water, then you are good to go. You just keep it by yourself and be drinking and drinking and drinking. Once the vomiting gets in there, it becomes difficult to contain the fluids inside. Then we have to come in and put in the IVs and give you the fluids.
Wow. And so within how many days after seeing these symptoms must you report to the hospital? Immediately.
Immediately.
Does it come with any body pains, headache, or anything?
I mean, once you're sick, so you can have the associated symptoms of weakness. Because once you lose a lot of fluid, your ions also goes down. So your muscle ache comes in, you feel tired, weak, headaches may set in. Then maybe other illness also starts to creep in. If you've had a mosquito bite and there's plasmodium in your blood, then malaria may also come and add to it. So yes, you can have other associated symptoms, but the primary symptom is the diarrhea and or the vomiting once it comes in.
And mostly when people get diarrhea, they hardly come to the hospital with speed.
Yes, we all like that. But as I said, once you look at the nature, the consistency of the stool you are passing, you should ring a bell that's no. And especially, you've gone for funeral, you've been exposed. If you know you've been exposed, we all buy food from outside. We advise ourselves to heat our foods before. When you buy food from outside and take it home, advisably heat it before you eat because you don't know what contaminant is in. And we all like the Amelia Wache by the gutter because we feel that is the best of Wache.
It's the nicest.
We are buying the KK by the gutter because that's giving you premium taste. But if you can, you should always heat your food you buy from outside before you consume because you don't know where it's coming from. You never know.
So the heat kills these bacteria, right? Wow.
Warm food is the best.
Warm food is the best. So for somebody who is trying as much as possible to prevent themselves from getting it, you're saying that we should be washing our hands frequently. We should
dispose our waste very well.
Okay.
Especially those who also have boreholes in their homes. And you also have a KVIP in your house, which means
KVIP close to your house.
Yeah, close to your house or even close to your water source.
Okay.
It will seep in the ground and go and contaminate your boreholes. So you think That's why I advise that when you are constructing your septic tanks or KVIPs at home, you be far away from your water source because it's still in the ground. It may seep in gradually. So maybe 5 years down the line, you'll be drinking contaminated water, which you wouldn't know. So, and individuals who live by water bodies, rivers, they tend to also defecate in the river body. Forget that they fish there, they use the same water for drinking and household chores. So sanitary disposal of our waste, especially human sector, is very, very necessary because if you don't break that cycle of contaminating things you are consuming, then you get treated, you go back to your homes, you are still getting water from the same river source and all that. Yes, it can be very dry. That's why even the galamsey issue comes into extent, because if you are contaminating your galamsey water, you are limiting the amount of clean potable water you can even get from those areas. And if you are not managing their sanitary conditions very well, minus the galamsey effects, cholera becomes another issue. A lot of water-related issues.
So galamsey effect can actually give cholera?
No, because they don't have, it's contaminated their water, so they don't have access to clean water.
Okay.
Prior to the galamsey, polluting the water, they usually just go to the riverside with their bucket to fetch and go and use. So now they have limited supply of clean water.
Yeah.
So then that becomes their challenge.
Ooh. What about borehole? Those who have boreholes, is this safer?
If it's constructed away from your septic tanks or where waste is discarded, then yes, it's safe to use. But you go to a community where maybe a village or a town, there's one borehole in the center of the town. That probably be safe because their KVIPs are not situated close to it. So then you don't have the risk of the sewage seeping through the line or into the ground, into the borehole to contaminate it. So.
Is it, can somebody who has cholera affect or infect somebody else who probably...
Oh, yes. So if someone is in your household that gets cholera, yes, I won't let you land. Even the one in your household gets cholera and you don't take your personal hygiene also, because he or she is sick, he's passing the watery stools, you are helping clean the person out frequently. You should be washing your hands under running water with soap, because if you don't do that and you go and touch, biscuits on the table, you go and touch the biscuits.
What if the person uses a cup to drink water and use the same cup? Can you get it?
Well, on the surface, you maybe I will say no.
Okay.
But then again, if you want to look at it in a bigger context, yes. So anyone has cholera, we tend to limit your interaction with their cups, their plates, so that, you leave one item for them to use at the time they are sick. Then make sure you take your personal hygiene very, very serious at that time. Hand washing, and that running water with soap. Very, very necessary.
You know, when COVID came, they told us that the virus can stay, on metals for a period of time, on wood for a period of time. What about this one? How long does a bacteria survive out of the human body before it dies off?
It will survive outside because it needs the human body to live.
You're cleaning somebody's feces, so probably you put it in your hand, you don't put your hand in your mouth, you haven't washed your hand. Can it die off your hands before?
It will stay dry because it will dry up a bit and it will still stay there for some hours. So if you don't clean your hands, you think you haven't cleaned your hands for about 2 hours, then you actually put yourself at risk. So at least almost immediately after being exposed to anything contamination, please wash your hands.
Wow. If you have questions, you can actually send your questions to us on 055-157-5757, 055-157-5757. Dr. Mordecai also is here to tell us everything with regards to cholera. And if you have your questions, just ask him and he will answer all of them. I'll be coming to you. Do you guys have some questions?
Yeah.
A few of you have questions? So you prepare, okay, just about 2 of you. Okay, I'll come to you for you to ask your questions because today we want to get to understand, how we can fight cholera because there's an outbreak.
Yes.
What is the reason why we are facing this outbreak? What are we not doing right as a country?
I believe, as I said, during COVID, we took our personal hygiene and safety very serious. And since COVID, the epidemic became a regular...
So we stopped washing our hands.
Yes, we stopped washing our hands. We've gone back to our old ways, which is not the best. And to access to potable water. So depending on where you find yourself, policy, those who, Ghana Water Company, government should ensure that, the populace get access to clean potable water. You then, if those who live in your neighborhood, you are responsible for yourself. If government is not coming in early, you yourself should be responsible that where you are getting your water sources from should be clean enough. If you are fetching from the river, ideally, you should boil it for it to cool down before you use it for any domestic activity. then eating from outside, at least you cook your own food, you are guaranteed the safety. But if you're eating from outside...
But you know, currently the economy, cooking your own food at home is even more expensive, you know?
I kind of agree with you.
Yeah.
But then again, if you fall sick, it becomes more expensive to treat yourself. So you should weigh your costs and the benefits so that you know where to actually put your priorities. Then, I mean, eating outside. I don't discourage people from eating from gatherings, but I mean, just be circumspect about it. Your health is your own responsibility. When you're partying hard at the funeral, the parties, the engagement, it is you. When you go back with the diarrhea, the one who invited you to the party literally has no liability with that situation. So yes.
So if somebody is diagnosed with cholera, what are the things the person must not do, and what are the things the person must do?
If you are diagnosed with cholera, is your hydration. So the ORS, if you have ORS at home, I mean, immediately you start passing watery stools. I always advise my patient that once you start passing stools more than 2 times in a day, just drink basic water. If you can't get anything at all, just keep replacing the water you are passing out. It helps. If you can get the ORS solution or the sachet from the pharmacy, the better. Coconut water is a good substitute. So you keep yourself hydrated. Once it's not getting better, then you report to the hospital. But if you're able to also look at the consistency of the stool and you notice that it looks like rice water, then you know you should report to the hospital immediately, because I mean, cholera is a disease we're supposed to notify the health authorities about it. So the area where you are coming from, they are all put on the caution to take necessary. What you shouldn't do, I mean, you are sick, so you yourself, you don't have any energy to do much of it. But I mean, protect your family, protect your friends. I mean, let them know what is going on. Even if they come around you and they are being lax about their personal safety, encourage them to know, I'm not sure what I have now. Wear gloves if you can afford that, or wash your hands whenever you come and touch me, because I don't want to infect you when I'm done with. I mean, when I get better with it.
Okay. Now, do you also have to maybe stay off certain foods? There are certain type of foods that when you eat, it will increase the bacterial growth and all?
Oh, not necessarily. I mean, you may be vomiting, so even your consumption at that time may go down. So I don't know what I'm going to restrict you.
But do you have to eat a lot of fruits or something?
Fruit helps to boost your immune system. So if you're able to tolerate orals, yes. And with children, we even add zinc to their treatments when they come in. So zinc also helps to reduce the duration of diarrhea, even in individuals. So yes, I mean, fruits. It helps to boost the immunity, and I mean.
All right. So I think my studio audience are ready to ask their questions, and so we will take a few questions from them. And you at home as well, if you have the questions, you can send it now, because Loishola Adeyemi will be here to read all your questions for Doc to answer them. You can send them to us on 055-157-5757, 055-157-5757. So who is asking the first question? Please go ahead.
Okay, my name is Charlie. You were talking about, Doc, please, you were talking about ORS in something. I wanted to ask, if someone gets sugar, salt, and water, can a person prepare his or her own ORS? And is it advisable to use it in that condition?
Okay.
I mean, back in the day, sugar, salt solution mixed in water, I mean, it's a home preparation. Yes, we are encouraged to, if you can't do that, I mean, fair enough. But I mean, the convenience of just walking to the pharmacy to get the prepared one is easier. But yes, if you can prepare it at home too. Once you know the right proportion of sugar and salt to mix with the water, you can take it. Just like the home prepared one, the taste is not tolerable for a lot of people.
Oh, really?
Because of the way the salt and the sugar blend. So sometimes it's very difficult for individuals to. But these are the flavored ones with lemon, orange. So you are sick, you want to at least enjoy what you are taking in. So if you can prepare it, the better. But I mean, to encourage you to be able to take it, why not buy the ones from the pharmacy? So
it looks like the areas are also a problem. Now, looking at an area like Kaswa, 30 people have been diagnosed with 5 dead already.
Adana, same. Even this one I read, I think Takadi has their first recorded case.
Their first recorded case as well.
So you're looking at communities by the coast or close to the coast. Communities, maybe access to water, potable water may be a challenge. Population density in those areas too could be higher. So then these are all risk factors that puts the individuals in that area at risk.
But once you take good care of yourself by washing your hands frequently, using your hand sanitizer, do you have to wear a mask too?
Oh, it's not airborne here.
It's not airborne,
It's not
yes.
airborne.
All right, so we are looking at areas. You said that Ada is 39 confirmed cases. Ada West 6, Clote, Clote 4, Ashaman 1, Ga South 3, Bonkatamanso 1. So again, like you said,
all these are coastal. Usually,
Coastal,
all
yes.
in the
because
along the
Ashaman
coast.
is not coastal, that's why it's 1, eh?
Yes, but they also have, it's a highly dense area, so that could be attributed to the number.
Wow.
But you can see all of them are. So Adan has water bodies there.
Yeah.
Probably they're not keeping themselves, taking the necessary precautions. Kwale Clote, that's in the heart of Accra.
Okay. All right. A question? Yes, please.
Okay, Doc. My question is, so once contracted, how soon can a person die from cholera?
So, how soon? Mortality can be as bad as 50%, but it depends on how quickly we're able to put the fluid resuscitation, or giving you fluid, as quickly as you're able to replace the amount of fluid you're losing. Then you can make it. In developed countries, mortality can be as low as 1 because access to healthcare is there, so you're not delaying reporting to the hospital. Once you get there, the needed medications are available for you to use to treat you. So yes, so I won't give you a timeline, but once you get in, because how Kofi will react or respond to the diarrhea may be different from what Amma will respond to. So, but you must get into the hospital quickly. So we do aggressive fluid replacement for you. That helps.
Okay. Yeah. One last question, and I move to.
Okay, last question. Please, I wanted to ask, if you get the cholera, how will you know, like the duration for you to identify, okay, I've gotten the cholera?
Oh, once you start having diarrhea, and it's rice water like diarrhea.
I'm trying to see.
Yes.
Maybe you might not identify that you've gotten it that same day. So maybe 2 days, 3 days time, the symptoms start showing up. That's what I want to know, right?
Okay, let me give you a scenario. So I went for a funeral. Assume you go for a funeral over the weekend, and by Thursday you start having diarrhea. I mean, as an adult, you probably I'll manage it.
Or it could be food poisoning.
Then
That's
you just
what
walk
you're thinking.
around.
Yeah.
But right now you're having back to back diarrhea. Then you look into the bowl and like, no, this looks rice water like. That should prompt you. Or you may then have to now think, did I buy food yesterday? Or but then if you analyze your timelines, you realize that, maybe the weekend you exposed yourself because you went out, you ate food. That may be it. So that's how you may be able to pinpoint your source. But once you start having a diarrhea in this rice water, like you should, alert yourself that no, this is not just food poisoning. This could be actually cholera. So the diarrhea that would signal the disease for you.
Disease, wow. And so when you start having diarrhea, make sure that you take in your ORS, like Doc has said. Start with the ORS before you even go to the hospital. If you don't have, if you find it difficult to drink ORS, coconut water is there. You can purchase coconut water and drink it. Drink a lot of fluids as possible, as much as possible. Now, another worrying case is that in recent times, we are discovering that over 34,000 persons have tested positive for HIV. Yes, in Ghana. I'm even scared now.
That's concerning. Because
34,000.
You know, the statistics from last year, the statistics for 2023 was, the entire year, it was 17,000 plus. So if in 9 months of 2024, we are hitting double that of 34K, then I don't know what
is sweetening people like that?
We should be asking ourselves that. And ironically, a lot of people are also not tested. But those are actually testing actively at the pregnant women because that one is mandatory. Once you are pregnant, you come to the hospital, you test. But the youth walking into the testing, counseling and testing centers, very few people are actually doing it. So even the 34,000 we are worried about, the numbers could actually be
way
more than that. And it's December. These values, most of them are coming in around January, February. So it means December when people are lit on the raves and the...
But you see, the young ones, you know what to do to prevent it, right? But they are not doing it. Why?
We are doing it.
There's...
Yeah, so you are doing it. What are you doing? You speaking to the microphone. What are you doing to prevent it?
A whole
There are
lot.
lots of preventive measures, protection. So
So
you have
what
to
do you do?
utilize. For now, no.
So which one is a no?
Abstinence.
Abstinence.
Yes, abstinence is key.
For you?
Yes.
Okay, boss, you? For you is what?
Oh, abstinence.
Abstinence. Your mother is watching you on TV. So abstinence. You too,
You
abstinence.
are trying.
You too, you are trying.
We are
You're
trying.
trying what?
A whole lot.
Like
to
what?
prevent it. Abstinence, one,
And two is what?
etc.
So that's the worrying bit, you know, where the abstinence is very difficult. We want to be as real as possible. When they get to a certain age, they become sexually active. And is it that we are not preaching it well to let people know that you have to be able to protect yourself when you're doing this? Or what is it that we are not doing right as a country?
I mean, generally the campaign against HIV and AIDS has gone down. So back in the day, you always you watch the TV, you hear on radio, ABC abstains, be faithful to your partners, condom use. But now,
Once you pop, you can stop. Once you get it, you can get out.
there were HIV ambassadors who were always going around trying to advocate for healthy sexual behaviors. But now everybody seems to be doing whatever he or she likes. And we tend to leave the responsibility to the partners you're actually having their sex with. But you are supposed to be responsible for yourself. So if you can't abstain and you can't be faithful, even the faithfulness, if I'm being faithful and my partner is not being faithful to me, then she's putting myself at risk, he's putting you at risk. So the faithful bit also becomes one-sided. But the condom use, if you can't do any of these two, then you should ensure that whenever you want to engage in sexual activities, you must protect yourself. No matter how your partner is trying to convince you otherwise, for whatever reason. Secondly, a lot of youth are actually indulging a lot of drugs these days. So they are high on alcohol, they are high on illicit drugs before they are engaged in sexual activity. Once you are high, you can't reason and take very good decisions. Because if you are high, you are just going into the activity. Instead of you thinking twice, oh, let me go and get the condom and put it on. But before you realize, you are done. And the consequences.
But we know HIV is not transmitted only through sex, right?
Oh, yes. Blood, true blood. So individuals who get, so fortunately, we screen our blood product before we transfuse our patients. Individuals who share blades, those who also do drugs. So those who do drugs often don't have enough syringes with them. So they share needles to inject the heroin into their veins. So sharing sharp objects, blades, the syringes. I mean, those people who go around doing the pedicures on the streets, I don't know what they call them.
Ah.
So sometimes...
What are they called? Abochi. Okay.
It's a bit concerning because you don't know how they sterilize their equipment before they come to do your nails for you. So that's also a caution you should have. Those who patronize the activities, I mean, you never know.
Can you sterilize it with alatasamina? Is it good? Well, apparently that's what they do.
Sterilization, you need a bit of an antiseptic agent. You need heat. So at least Dettol in water, soak it in for a while before you use it. Or I mean, the other chemicals you can get from the pharmacy shop. But alatasamina.
That's what apparently they do.
Maintain
These
that.
are bochi
Maintain
people.
that.
Yeah.
Hey.
So you are actually what? Is that what they do? Okay.
So that's concerning. So yes, these are some of the other ways. So yes, by the fact that we all know sex, I mean, you can actually get it from some of it. It may be very minute, but you never know how exposed you put yourself to.
Now, talking about that again, we know that there are some medicines on the market that if you feel that you've been exposed to it, you can get it to prevent yourself from getting it. But why is it not readily available on the market?
So that's called PrEP. And so that's like post-exposure prophylaxis for HIV. Unfortunately for us, it's not as, it's available in the hospitals. It's not ever walking to the pharmacy to go and make the purchase. So once you think you've been exposed to the virus, once you come to the hospital, we do a risk assessment for you. Then we put you on the medications if we think your risk of getting it is high. But unlike other countries where it's more or less a prescription medication you can get from pharmacy, it's not, the policy in Ghana is not, hasn't made it widely available. But there are some NGOs that provide these services. So if you would come to the hospital, we can provide that to you. I mean, there are NGOs we can liaise with them that they can put individuals on who want to
But if we are recording these numbers, then I'll say that, and I'll plead with the government that, can you do something about it? Because this is a case where we are preaching, however,
Yes,
it's not
going
loud
down.
enough. And so if this market is on, if this drug is on the market, make it readily available for the people so that those who can afford it can go to the pharmacies and purchase it to prevent themselves from getting this HIV, because they might do things, come to, like you said, the person was high, the person was in a happy mood, did something, regret it, and quickly run to the pharmacy to prevent themselves from getting it, rather than they get it, and then they now have to go for the antiretroviral.
Yes, I mean, so policymakers have to actually put their foot down and look at other ways to, because the old message we've been preaching is not working at this point. So we must devise ways to fight the illness. And as the West has done, I mean, PrEP is already available outside, though it's prescription. But you can't just also go to the pharmacy to go and buy it, because there are some investigations you're supposed to do to ensure that your liver is fine, your kidneys are fine before you go and take the medication, because there are other side effects of the
to it, right.
So it's not a walk into the pharmacy to go and make a purchase. No? So, but I mean, once the policy changes for management of HIV and AIDS in Ghana, I mean, it could go a long way too.
There are people who also believe that once, you know, they have sexual intercourse, they can go and wash themselves and it will prevent them from getting HIV. How true is this?
Unfortunately, that's not true. So usually, during sexual intercourse, there's a bit of friction. So you may not have a cut prior, but once there's a cut on the genitals, then whoever has it among the partner will transfer it. You may have transferred it at the onset of the activity. You finishing later to go and wash it off. You've already exposed yourself, and the washing it off won't change the cause of this. So that may not really add up to it. But people still do that for whatever reason. But you've already exposed yourself.
Anyway, Loishola Deyemi is here. Hi, girl.
Hi, ma'am.
How are you? You look lovely.
Like you, likewise. It looks like nowadays we've been twinning.
I know, right? I did see you wearing pink.
Did you get the memo?
So I was like, well, let me wear pink. Apparently, you were wearing pink as well.
I think that we are in sync. At least you got the memo, so that's what's important. But you look good yourself.
Thank you.
Yes, as you are standing here, Dr. Lois has come to, disperse the knowledge to the world. And social media is following the conversation. A lot of people want to know so many things we've discussed here so far. So we will take a few of the comments. This one says that by cleaning our home, you asked how we can prevent this. Someone answered saying by cleaning our homes. If you have cholera, or if you do not even want to get cholera, all you have to do is make sure that you do clean your homes. Please, clean it. This one says that my question, hello, I'm Isaac. The lecture is very insightful. My question is considering the fact that Vibrio cholera requires an alkaline environment to produce cholera toxin, and that the human stomach is acidic. How does the bacterium manage to survive and produce toxin in the human gut? That's what he wants to know. Do you want to answer?
Yes, please. Doc, please answer before we move on.
They are survival. Survival is the fittest. So they find a way to survive in the stomach and move down to cause the illness. So yes, they'll produce chemicals to protect them, to stay in your blood and stay in your system and cause what's the problem they have to cause.
What if your immune system is very strong?
If it's strong, you may be able to fight it off. You may just go through a short period of the diarrhea, and once it resolves and you take in enough fluids, you'd be okay.
Okay. And doctor, some people also want to know, like, if you take alcohol, will it fight it?
No.
So alcohol cannot do any justice to it. So you at home, please don't go and drink 8 shots and think that's fine.
Martin is the one who wants to take alcohol and fight cholera. Martin.
So yes, you can't use alcohol to fight cholera and patcho. Right? This one says that, wow, doc, please, what about people who hardly visit the washroom as in not using the toilet? What causes it too? This is Bismarck Alex Apia. He wants to know that. And this one says that, hi, good afternoon, sweetie. I am Emmanuel Mensah, watching live from BBNE Praga, Western North Region. I really like the show. Please, I'll be happy if you can chat with me privately. I want to ask you a question, but not about cholera. Should I? What's the question? And who? We are 3 people here. Whose social media handle do you want? Please specify.
No, he wants to ask Doc a question.
Oh, it's Doc you want to ask a question?
Yes,
all right,
he's a guest here, so like he wants to ask Doc a question. So what question do you want to ask Doc? He's here to answer all of your questions. And I think that, you know, the studio audience maybe have some questions with regards to HIV. Do you guys really know much about HIV? No. You know, when we were growing up, I don't know, we used to see the adverts. It was always in our faces. And I'm hoping that one day a certain government will do it again and help us fight HIV. Because when it's not in your faces, you do things without even thinking about it.
We go to bed about it. So yes, I completely agree with you. It was, the ad was on radio, was on TV, on newspapers. But now,
and then they put some sick person in the newspaper or, you know, on TV. The person is so sick, dehydrated, and you're like, I don't want to be like this.
I think with that ad, it was a bit frightening. Because you see people...
It said that from doing what you wanted to do.
It has to just put a lot of fear in individuals to avoid, engage with our activities. But now because the medication is there, and those who are able to stick to the medications actually do very well. I mean, the narrative has to change a bit, but it's still, we can't sit here and be in 9 months recording twice the statistics from last year. And that means everybody, we need to put our foot down and help one another. You never know who, it may not affect you directly, but indirectly you may know somebody who will be affected one way or the other.
Anyway, yes, please.
No, if HIV is reversible, what's the difference between HIV and AIDS? Is the HIV, you can control it with a medicine, right? But the AIDS, I don't know if you've gotten to the limits whereby nothing can be done about it.
Okay.
So, HIV is the infection, or yes, more like the infection, or the virus that causes the infection. And HIV is the early stages of it. So you may have normal malaria-like symptoms. My head is aching me. You're losing weight gradually. You have some sore throat. You may get some pneumonia down the line. You may get diarrhea or chronic diarrhea. But once you get AIDS, which is the advanced stage of HIV, then at that time your system is down.
What? Try be careful.
Yes, even though we put on medication, it takes a while for your body to build the immunity back to control the infection. And at that time, you're probably getting infection up even to the brain. Your kidneys may fail. You may get a very bad pneumonia. Even malaria can even be too much for you to tolerate. So it becomes very difficult to actually manage you at that stage. So yes, AIDS is the advanced form or advanced level of HIV. And at that point, nothing much, something can be done, but the prognosis doesn't look good at that stage. Okay. But once you get HIV and you diagnose it early, start medications, adhere to the medications. Because one thing we realize that people take their medications, they feel better. I've seen people gain their weight. They were skinny, gain their weight back, their cheeks full, they are active back to their normal work, and they forget that it's the medicine that's keeping them and sustaining them. And they go off it. Once you go off it, you go back to...
So you can't go off it even a day?
No. It's a life sentence, unfortunately. You must take the pill every day. It's your lifeline. Once you go off, your body starts going backwards. Wow. So take the medication every day, adhere to it. I always tell my patients, once you wake up in the morning, you have breakfast or lunch or supper, the pill has to go with it, because if you can't do without food, you shouldn't do without the medication.
Can you live a normal life if you're taking this medicine?
A lot of people are living normal lives.
Okay.
A lot.
So you can take your alcohol?
If I show you the people, you'll be surprised.
Wow.
People are living very normal lives. So that's also the narrative sometimes we fail to highlight that. So once you take your medications, you are good as the normal person walking on the streets. And people, if you see people with HIV, you'll be amazed that, then they'll tell you. I remember my first time, so I met this lady, I was working in Tema then. She told me she's had it 20 plus years ago, that was her second marriage, that was her fifth child. And none of her kids have HIV.
Wow.
Her partner doesn't have HIV. And that was my reaction when she told me the story. So she's had HIV since the 90s. And she's still alive with 5 kids. None has it. Her second partner doesn't have it. So what prevents people from actually adhering? It's a lot of work. It's a lot of commitment. But I always thought, once you know that's the only way you're going to stay alive and well and healthy, I mean, you have no other choice than to stick to it.
Wow.
So people do very well with it. It's those who go off and on it. And I mean, HIV is not medication. It's not treatment. It's not an illness that you treat as and when you want it. You must, once you're on it, you're on it. Once you need petrol in your car to move. Once you need gas in your cylinder to cook. You need the HIV medicine in your blood every day to keep the viral suppressed.
People like Michael Johnson have been able to fight it, right?
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Does it look like it? Does it look like it?
Okay. Quite interesting. Anyway, any more messages?
No.
Okay. All right. So this is all time will permit us for this. But we also hear that, my final question, people that practice gayism, men to men, HIV, it's higher within their circle. How true is this?
So usually the statistics show that, I mean, men who engage in sexual activity with other men tend to have higher numbers with the infection. The data often is transported from what we get from the women. But at the end of the day, it's the women who actually picks up, we get the data from the women more than the men. Though these days, more of the, we call them MNS, men who have sex with men, they come in for regular tests because they know they are at risk. And they also engage a bit of risky behaviors. But the truth is that sometimes they are the same individuals also having sex with the women. So they pick it up from the men or amongst themselves and come to the women. So then when the women come to the hospital, they are the ones even giving us the numbers, than necessarily getting the data from the men. But I mean, some of them do engage in a lot of risky sexual behavior. So certainly the numbers may be higher on that side.
Dr. Bodika, also, thank you so much for joining us today. We've learned a lot, and I'll tell every young person out there, take very good care of yourself, especially if you have a partner and you have to do something with the partner. Try as much as possible to protect yourself. Thank you very much, Doc, for being here. We are super grateful. So we'll take a quick break on this note, and when we come back, we are learning how to do slippers. I told you earlier, we're going to do that. And also, Sally Mann will be joining us. Do stay with us. We'll be right back. Come and seed. Wow. And I'm loving your shoes already. I see Gold Coast Tokota.
Yeah.
Are you Ghana?
No. I'm half Creole, half Ashanti.
Okay.
So the name, we just wanted to say Ghana shoes without mentioning Ghana and also shoes.
Okay.
Or Ghana and Pabwa.
Okay.
So I actually sent out some alternatives to my core people. So the options were +233, 1957, also Gold Coast, and most of them chose Gold Coast because of the name.
All right.
And we are in Accra, so it is what it is.
So that's when you went for the Tokota.
Yeah.
That's nice. Do you love what you see? Yes. Yes, and they are all made here in Ghana?
Yeah.
You make them yourself?
Yeah.
Right, and you make only, okay, so I was thinking you do only traditional shoes like these ones, but I can tell that you do these ones as well, like corporate events and all. That's nice. So how did your business start?
Okay, so everything started, we started in 2023, as in January 2023. By a little background story, way back in Kenya University, before I went to Kenya University, I was gifted a handcrafted footwear like this by a special someone. So I was just like, oh, this one there, from a special person there, I want to use it for a special event. So on the day of the event, one of the biggest mentors in Ghana at that time was booked for an event in my school, and I was just like, I'll just wear it to the program. So on the final day, I went for the footwear, and it was bad. I couldn't wear it. So me not being able to wear it, that means I wasn't able to meet that. I wasn't able to actually carry myself from where I am, as I was in Katanga, to where we'll be having the program. So that means I missed that opportunity.
Okay.
So in 2022, it dawned on me to actually start something for myself. As at that time, I've actually worked in the corporate space for a longer time, and I was just like, oh, now let me take a break and start something for myself. And I was just like, let me go in for Ghana-made stuff. By this time around, the whole notion about it wouldn't be Ghana-made, but African-inspired. So Gold Coast Tokota, we don't just make Ghana-made footwear. We make African-inspired footwear.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because with that, it changes the whole narrative about how we do our stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's nice. That's
So
nice.
before starting in 2023, I was just like, let me take a trip to Joburg, as in South Africa, to actually learn a thing or two from them, because at Gold Coast Tokota, we are very big on R&D, as in research and development. So I took a trip to Joburg, as in to learn some stuff from them. And someone asked, why Joburg? Because if you have to divide Africa into 5 regions, we have South, East, West, North, Central. It's just West, East, and Central. We are the true Africans. In South Africa, they're Africans, but they behave like Americans.
Okay.
If you had to
when you went there, that's what you saw.
Yeah,
Okay.
and if you had to go to the northern part of Africa, though they're Africans, but they behave like Asians and also Europeans. Yeah, so we just want to do something that will just cut across the whole of Africa, not just Ghana, not just West Africa, not just East Africa, and also Central Africa, the whole continent of Africa. So that's why we do what we do for now.
That's nice. And so you have different types.
Yeah.
So what are the types? And I know you have different names for your styles
Yeah.
that you have. So tell us some of the styles that you have.
Okay, so they always say Amamre and Tonchini, right? So this is the traditional Hinema. Let's just take a critical look at it. How can you buga in this? Supposing if, let's say, you are using it for an event, maybe it's your big day, your wedding day, your engagement, how can you dance in this? So with Gold Coast Tokuta, we've revamped it, like as an adding, by using modern materials like this, or maybe...
Yes, we can go there.
Okay.
Sure.
So by using modern materials like this, so this is velvet.
Okay.
This is velvet, and this time around, instead of it being too hard, it's very comfy. You can actually feel it. It's very comfy.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, as compared to the traditional one. And also, secondly, too, it has no nails.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can see that it's sewn.
Yeah.
The traditional one, it has nails, and then you
Nails,
have to go, and then they'll have to paint it all of that. Right.
So now we are using modern materials to make modern designs.
Okay.
So right now, we've actually grown to a stage whereby anytime that people are to even think of engagements and also weddings, we are the first people that they call, even before they call the Kente people.
Okay.
Because,
cool.
because...
The one you're holding is really pretty, you know. This is really, really beautiful.
Very, very nice.
Yeah. It's not your size. Wow. Okay. I see. And so, you know, the chiefs are very, very traditional. So they will want the one with the nails, right?
With the nails, yeah.
Okay. But does this one last longer than the one with the nails?
Yeah. Yeah. So we've even grown to a stage whereby, if you have to check these shoes,
You have red bottoms.
Yeah, we have red bottoms.
Okay.
So even with this shoe, we are even trying to incorporate us in car ties into our designs now.
Okay.
So the also just like from where I'm from, we always going for profit. But this time around, I just want to change the narrative about the way that I do my business. So now we are going green. We are using something sustainable and also something eco-friendly. So even if you have to take a critical look at this shoe, this is discarded jeans from Cantamanto.
All right.
That we've repurposed it.
Okay.
Into something beautiful.
Quite interesting.
Yeah, and this is actually made of car tie. So Gold Coast Tokuta, we've always bragged about we being a social enterprise, not just for profit.
Is this also made from car tie, the under?
No, this is different. Yeah, this is different. This is a normal bona. But why this is different from this? It's just because right now we just started and we don't have the full technology to actually run like a full sole.
Okay.
For the shoe.
Okay.
But right now, we've actually started with the heels, with this. And if you have to progress to maybe the next stage, if you have to progress to the next stage of doing business, you just get like a full ride of which from here to here, everything will be made of car tie.
Oh,
so we've started, this initiative that we've started, and we just want to build upon it. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. All right. And I see some other slippers there as well.
Okay. So this is just like, it's not always going to be ahinema.
Yeah.
It's not always supposed to be.
Let me pull this down. That's not your size again. Let me see this one. Yeah.
So, okay, so with the blue one, the blue one is just like, it's not always going to be called, as in, you're not always supposed to be too serious about life.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this one is actually like an easy wear. Maybe on a Sunday, you want to go to the beach or something. This is actually what we have for you. But if you have to look at the black one, this is actually like our newest design. Okay. And it's called a Prima for Ahinema.
Yeah, this is a Prima for Ahinema.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it for women or men?
Just women.
Just women.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is a Prima for Ampa.
I actually want to ask a question. What do you see here?
The gold?
Yeah.
Right.
How does it look like? Like a pyramid.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, so I said Gold Coast Tokuta, we are very big on doing something for Africa, not just Ghana. Okay. Yeah, so it's about reincorporating even the designs into our footwear. And that's actually what makes that different.
Wow. Okay. And it's really, how do you call it? It's not that heavy.
Yeah.
So it's very easy to wear, not too heavy on your feet. You can wear it the whole day and you don't feel tired.
Yeah.
A prema for
Ahinema.
A prema for ampa and a shiny.
Yeah, shiny.
All right. So where are you located?
Okay, so we are located in Hacho in Accra.
Okay, Hacho in Accra.
Yeah, Hacho.
Are you on social media, just in case somebody wants to get in touch?
Very big on social media. So our social media handle is at Gold Coast Tokuta.
Okay.
At Gold Coast Tokuta. No underscore, no what's the name? Dot, no hyphen, at Gold Coast Tokota. And Tokota is spelled Tokota.
Okay.
Gold Coast Tokota.
Tokota. That's nice. I love your shoes though, I must say. You have very, very unique shoes. I love the fact that you're using car tie and all. So this one, what's under?
Okay, so this is just like, we've started with shoes.
Okay.
So right now, we actually got this from Italy, and we are using, even with the car tie.
Nice, you know. The camera caption, this is really nice. Yeah.
Okay, so even with the discarded jeans, we even use it for the hidden parts, as in the ones that are really bad. We normally use it for the hidden parts, but supposing influencer is good, that's actually when we use it for shoes and also even to make the ahinema. This ahinema, this part of the jeans, we actually go from Cantamanto.
Wow,
yeah.
That's nice. I love your work. Your work is neat. Your work is beautiful. And if somebody wants to contact you, how can the person reach you? Okay, so our contact is
025-753-4297. 025-753-4297. We are located in Hacho.
And you be at the Made in Ghana Fair? Made in Ghana Fair, yes?
Yeah.
And you're giving discounts?
Fala discounts.
Okay.
Plenty.
Okay.
People to just come through and just patronize Made in Ghana stuff from us.
I like that. I like that. So if we come to your stand and just tell him that you watched him on Changes, okay? And he'll give you the Changes discount.
Yeah.
Once you mention Changes, he will definitely give you the Changes discount. That's very, very important. So go to his stand during the Made in Ghana Fair, which is happening from the 14th to the 17th of this month at the Good Park. His stand will be there, Gold Coast Tokota. So when you see Gold Coast Pair, you're running there. You look for Tokota, you know it's a stand, and you know so many variety of shoes will be there. So you make for both sexes as well. Please. Fantastic. Thank you so much for being here.
Okay, but I actually have something that I want to say. So when we actually got the invitation, my co-founder is actually, should I say, one of our fans.
One of my fans?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So just like we should just give to this.
Oh my God! I have a gift. Oh my gosh! I have a gift. Okay, let me see.
There you go.
Oh, look at that. And it's beautifully packaged. Oh my God, look at this. It's the packaging for me. Oh, so pretty. Look. Oh, this is beautiful. I love it. Oh, I love the blue. Everybody tells me blue looks good on me.
It looks good, very good on you.
Yeah, so, thank you so much. I really, really love it. And I love this as well. Sankofa Yenchi.
Yeah, Sankofa, yeah.
Why did you give me Sankofa? I love Sankofa.
So before we came, we actually called. And they were just like, oh, her size is 40.
Hey, who knows my size? Oh, oh, but I love this. This is lovely. This is lovely. So maybe Friday, I'll be wearing it to do the show.
Okay.
I will, and I'll wear it. I'll let everybody know how much I love this. I really, really do. If I don't love it, I'll say thank you and I'll just let you go. But I love it. It's lovely. Wearing my shoes today was a problem. And I had to call somebody to wear it for me. Okay. Else I would have taken off my shoe on TV.
We really understand.
But for that, I'm wearing this on Friday. That's how much I love it. It's so pretty. Thank you so much. I do love it. And I'll let you know that.
Okay.
I'll send pictures.
Yeah, we are just.
And I'll tag you.
Yeah.
I'll let everybody know that you make the best slippers. I love it. Thank you so much for being here. We are very, very grateful. And so I think some of you should wear the shoes and let's see. Let's see. Who will come?
So,
somebody should come. Yeah, come. Yeah, come and wear the shoes for me to see. Come. Sister
I think this.
Okay, so who was selected to come?
I think the other ladies.
All right, come, darling. Yes. Woo, all right. Oh, your feet is so tiny.
So let's actually see if this will be okay for you.
Okay. Oh, I love
maybe this one will be too big.
Mine
this one will be too big. So the other one there.
So you'll be modeling in it too. When you finish, you come and wear your shoes. Please put your shoes on the side. Put your shoes on the side.
It's too small. It's too small. Oh.
Which one is too small?
He said the blue one.
Okay, it's good for him.
No,
it's good for him.
So you want to try this?
Yeah, he wants to try this one.
No, try this. Try this, make you see. So you wear the other one.
So I want to see how it looks like, but I really love this. I don't know how you got the blue for me, but I love the blue. Size 40, perfect. Okay.
But I'm wearing the same thing, so yeah.
All right, so gentlemen, you can go and then, you know, want to see, wow, come, madam, come, I will not see. Oh, this is lovely. This is lovely. Gold Coast Tokota. This is nice. How comfortable is it walking in? I know you don't have a microphone, so I don't have to talk to you too much. Sweetheart, you to come. My darling, come. You can come and stand here so that we can see your feet. Yes. And then I'm gonna do some more supermodels. Yes, you can stand here. Let's see your shoes. Yeah, this is nice. Okay. Wow. Okay. And they all look so lovely and comfortable. And there's foam in there. So I like the fact that there's a bit of foam. I feel a bit of...
Yeah.
Because I'm sure Papa now 19 years old.
Yeah, it's true.
Hey, it's in Pempa Wani Bishes where the meshes are.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here.
And there's even a situation whereby we've even given the customers the chance to actually pick and choose how we should actually make the footwear for them, because at Gold Coast Tokota, we are customer-centric.
Okay.
Because the customer is actually the goal.
Okay.
So even if you have to check this is also very foamy.
Oh, yeah.
Also very comfortable.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here, Samuel. We are very grateful. So they'll be at the Made in Ghana Fair from the 14th to the 17th. Be at their stand for discounted prices at the Good Park. We can't wait to see you. They are Gold Coast Tokota. We'll take a quick break on this note. Up next is the girl, the woman, the fabulous Sally Mann, who will be here with us. Stay with us. Wow, Please have a seat and welcome.
Thank you.
How are you?
Oh, wow, you're doing amazing with the show.
Thank you. You are
I
doing
told them,
amazing too.
I want to be on the show.
You are here, darling.
Of course, and I'm here.
Yes.
You look beautiful.
Thank you. You look lovely yourself.
My dear, my dear.
Darling. And congratulations on your new show.
Much. Thank you so much, Mama. Thank you.
You have done so well.
Thank you.
You know, I've watched a few episodes that you've hosted, and I must say, super.
Thank you so much.
Like you were made for this.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
So let's see how it goes.
But what was keeping you waiting?
I had a little situation with fame. I'm not a person that wanted to be too famous because of my religious background. I'm a Jehovah's Witness. So fame and how to manage it from the beginning. You know how TV, so we're too overly known. It brings a lot of opportunities. So if you don't know who you are as a person, some of them you'll not be able to turn it down. So I wanted to know who I was as a person before an opportunity. I mean, this is about the set opportunity that had come my way, and I decided to go with the Adom TV.
Oh, wow. So what is it with Adom that made you accept?
Multimedia is a family. I've been here for almost 11 years, in and out. They accept me back and all of that. So if I should look at anything at all, I'm a loyal girl, you know.
Yes.
If I'm loyal.
The most loyalist I've
I
ever
am loyal.
Yes.
So if they gave me the platform when I needed it at the time, why not choose them when the opportunity also comes? So it's loyalty here. Here is loyalty.
Here is loyalty. But you know, the way you are so vocal, are you not sometimes scared for your life that maybe some people will meet you somewhere and do something to you?
I've been in the industry for 18 years, and I know that the way that, you know, I'm audio, people are equally audio too. Everything that we say is audio. It doesn't go. We are not violent as an industry, as an entertainment industry. So when people say the SM fans, the Shaman fans, these fans, I see them to be audio people. They will loud it on the internet, and it ends there. I do not think that Shatta or anybody that I speak of will incite their fans to come and kill me. Who am I? I don't add anything to Shatta pocket. I only criticize. And we need some people that will have to criticize. We all can't be like, you know, no, we can't be doing that. We should have some people that will be there to tell the truth as it is. Because they say, no crasa. And I want to be that voice. And I'm here. I've been in it for 8 years. And Rosalie, let me put something out there. People keep asking, where has she been? Who is she? Who is she? I'm a nobody, but I have a platform.
Yeah.
You have a platform. You that you are somebody.
Yeah.
you don't have the platform. I'm a nobody. I have a platform to speak on your artist and giddy. There's no hate here. It's purely.
So you don't hate Shatta?
No. It's purely the truth. I mean, that's how I see it. I mean, when I see the truth, the only people that I can really blink and be are the people that I term as my untouchables. People that have grown to like somebody like Kwabena. You know that when I was entering, they played his music for me. So, I mean, not that I don't criticize. I do criticize them. When they do something, I criticize them. But I've been so blessed to choose good untouchables so much. So they hardly give me problems.
So somebody like Kwabena is untouchable for you?
Yes, Samini has always been the number one untouchable in this industry. And then Kwabena came, then there's Rebecca came. Every sector, being it the hosting sector, the acting sector, I have people that I've handpicked to use my voice to support them. So that's what so those are the people that you hardly see me talk about.
Like, so in the hosting space, like who?
Yeah, in the hosting space, I have a couple. I have Doreen Avio. She's my homegirl. I like her so much. I like Andy Dusty. I like Kwame B. I like Lexis Bill. I like Jerry Justice. It's not because I'm sitting on a multimedia platform. Anybody that has listened to me over Ochiame Kofi.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm hot. I like laid back presenters. You understand what I'm saying? So anybody that is laid back, I can easily listen to the and I like DJ Slim too. DJ Slim is also a very laid back presenter. So those are the people that you are not mentioned because you're a sister. You know, sisters are not part of this whole.
We are very untouchable, super untouchable. You don't hurt your sisters.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't do that. I don't even attack. I don't really talk much about women because we are not many. So instead of talking to you out, I'll come indoor and tell you, Mama.
What about Nanama McBrown? She's one of the finest hosts we have.
She is. I know her to be, an actress. I don't reckon her as a presenter. You get what I'm saying? I don't. I mean, she does what she does with humor, with this. Every single thing that she was doing in the movie industry is what she's trying to bring onto,
She's doing very well, though.
Yeah, I'm not disputing that, but I don't reckon her as, a presenter. I see her as an actress still, trying to use her acting, powers and all of that. In fact, every single person I watch a movie, I will turn into a presenter. I don't reckon.
Emilia Brobe too?
I don't. I mean, I know that times are hard on their side, and they are trying to,
Bekumeno is doing well.
No, I mean, the fact that they have the popularity, so they will definitely do well. I don't want anybody to misrepresent whatever that I've said. I respect whatever that they are doing. But in the space of hosting and presenting and all of that, because if you look at them critically, do you understand what I'm saying? The ethics of the job and all of that, they don't really uphold it like that. But because they have the fame, right? They've been able to translate that. If let's put it in the right perspective. If we are to mark them according to the ethics of journalism. By the way, I'm a journalist.
Yeah, you are. Yeah,
I'm a journalist, so I know the ethics of the job and all of that. People that are properly, ethically doing what the job requires. It's not them, but they have their popularity and they've brought it to the scene, and people love them in that space. People are not looking at how well they do it. People are looking at how funny, how entertaining they are. So that's what I don't want anybody to. They are not presenters. They are not, journalists. So I don't. Yeah, they are doing well, but they are doing because of the fan base and what they represent. They are to entertain. So they are entertaining people, and then that's it. So that's basically my take on it.
But if you should meet Shatta Wale today, will you talk to him?
Of course. Rosalind, you know me, and I always say I don't really prove myself to people because if you have a good heart, there's no need proving it to anybody. The person that you feel you need to owe that to, proving that you have a good heart, is God, the giver of life.
Right.
So he's the only person that I try as much as possible to strive to be a good person as far as he's concerned. But the rest of the people, I don't. I have a few people in my corner that knows my heart, that I don't need to prove anything to. So if I say something and you take it offensively, it it is really your cup of tea.
Yeah.
If you really analyze the things that I say, you know, forget about the tone. My tone is my tone. That's what makes me very different. But if you sit down and you analyze every single thing that I've said about each person, forget about the tone. Do you understand what I'm saying? And if you listen to it critically, you see that I'm telling the truth. So the bottom line is the truth. I'm telling the truth, just like Paul in the Bible. He was harsh.
But it might, you know, mar the kind of relationship. Now you're a host.
Yeah.
You might have to host some of these musicians on your show.
Yeah.
How will you relate with them?
First and foremost, who I am, the truthful person that I am, it will reflect in everything that I do. So if I'm a host and you feel like I've spoken about you and you have some malice against me and you say you don't come on the platform, there are others that are willing to come on the show. You get what I'm saying? I mean, if this industry, I decided to host all my untouchables, I'll have 3 years of content, 3 solid years of content. Do you get what I'm saying? And I want people to see see what I do is that I will be the voice of the truth. And so we share Bible power, say, obi a nyankopon edono, and or reprimanded. So anybody that I say stuff about, I love Shatta. Who says I don't? I do. I like the way that he does his business. Shatta is one person that has actually brought value to artists in this country. And I've said it time and time and time again. But people decide to allow whatever that they want to allow. If I say he's a good businessman, he's taught the industry on how to make good money. And the supporters will not allow that. But I tell him that he's reckless with the way that he speaks, and they want to loud that negative one. It's entirely their business, not me. Because you have a court that are supposed to loud the good things that is being said about you. That's why now I tilt towards the Samini fan base, high grade, and I tilt towards the Sarkodie fan base, and I tilt towards now Beam fan base, because of the fact that they highlight the positivity of the artist, not anything negative that anybody has said about them. So if anybody that I speak about, that is...
So will you now say Stonebwoy has joined your Untouchables?
He was part of my Untouchables, and I dropped him because of a few things that he did.
What do you do that made you drop him?
He was coming off as very disrespectful and arrogant. So, when I see that, because it's people that made you, do you understand what I'm saying?
But do you have a personal experience where he became
Yeah, I did.
What happened?
I did. I think 2019, the VGMAs, that really was stopped abruptly because of the 2 giants that we have. I mean, Shatta and Stonebwoy. And anybody knows that anybody that has passed through the high-grade family, it's my person. So Kaki, Kofi Kenata, by mere fact that you are associated with Samini, I have so much love for that guy. And anybody who is affiliating to him, I tend to like the person. So I really love Stonebwoy because he was, Samini's son. So when that situation happened and we came back and he was sitting down, as somebody that loves him, I went to him. And I'm like, dude, are you okay? Then he was like, no, don't speak to me. Don't speak to me. It is you, the people that have given this boy the opportunity. I'm like, what? Everybody knows that me and Shatta, do you understand? We don't ball like that. Everybody knows that I tilt towards the high graders more than... So for you to have, said that, so Black CD actually apologized and called the next day and apologized to me. So I felt like I'm using my voice, my energy to support you. The school that my parents paid money for me to go, I'm using that opportunity that I get to laud you, to appreciate you. And when it's time for me to see how you're doing as a person that I appreciate, for instance, if something happens to you and I'm there, I'll run to you, Rosalind, to tell, how you doing, Mama? Do you get what I have not done anything. Then you come at me as if that I'm on the other side. When I'm on this side, I really felt a certain type of way. So I decided to drop him, not to use my voice and all of that. However, he is doing amazing. He's doing amazing as an artist.
Maybe at that time he wasn't in the right frame.
Yeah, I mean...
And, it happens when people are angry.
But you should know your own now.
Oh, but sometimes, you might know your own.
No, I don't go with that. I know my own. No matter what, if I'm doing something, you walk up to me and say, Mama, let's go, let's move. I know you.
But now everything is fine.
No. I love what he's doing.
Okay.
So because of that, I allowed it.
Okay.
Because what he's doing is amazing. He's putting Ghana on the map. So even if I'm not really, he's not really my untouchable. I speak about people that are not my untouchables.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? I love them. So if he's doing something that is good, I would definitely praise him for that. So that's entirely it. That's why I dropped him. But it doesn't negate the fact that if he does something good, if it's bad, I'll say it. If it's good, I have to say it as well, yeah.
Wow. Please give her a round of applause right now. She's a superwoman. Like, she's somebody that I'm just sitting here and I'm watching you. I'm like, you're saying the things that I'll struggle to say. I might say it behind closed doors, but I can't sit on TV and say it because I'm scared for my life, you know.
Yeah.
And you say it without fear or favor.
Like I said, I believe in the Bible so much and I believe in the resurrection. You know, I know that if I'm dead today, based on the good deeds that I did and I please God, I will get a resurrection. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I'm not really fuzzy about death because it's part of us. So if a fan would take it upon himself to hurt me or take me away, it's entirely on the person. You understand what if you want to, you know, carry that guilt of taking another person's life because I tell the truth, I'm not really fuzzy about that. I believe in the Bible and its promises so much that, you know, if you feel like you want to take my life and let God, Jehovah God, give me, you know, it is not intentional that I'm bringing that on me. It's part of my job to tell the truth. So if you feel as, you know, a fan that is high on something and you feel like, oh, today I need to take Sally's life, take my life. But if you can live with that, it's entirely your situation, and I will live again.
Wow.
Live again.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Now, you can send your messages to us on 055-157-5757, 055-157-5757. Loishala Adeyemi will be here to read all of that. We want you to take a look at this video. So we talk more to Sally. Just take a look at it.
In Pennyfor say, in Sue Betoa, and from my decline. And as some Cassia Subesia, Frank and Siso, said you'll be seeing someone a middle cancer see an idea. It's your business. And send me Brady can, away a mem, and if you are here for Nana, near fire, and then near your run and Macquarie see a cannon. The Becanina. Send my HFO. Ewo creative art and crop atanimunina and no anaya de bremo. Near trendy and then near a deep in puntuba and no na minimum pound for your day barber some more.
My penny say, young citizens, me and your spectators, and no tina me who are. Can I send you city? I am right. Who's who pa menka and no so I am right.
I'm Sally Frimpong. Now bet me so frame me, Sally Mann. A show time.
The new face of Showtime.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a beautiful promo. Though.
Yeah. They did me well.
Yeah.
Even though they did me well.
Should we expect the real Sally Mann on the show as the host, or we should expect the journalist Sally Mann on the show?
I think it's both personalities. You know, I can't live without telling the truth. So if somebody and I want to say something, you know, that's what I really you know, spoke to Piquet about that. There are certain things that I'm passionate about. Me say something and come here. If it doesn't hit me to my core to talk about it, I'll let it slide. But if it hits me to my core to give my opinion on it, I will definitely. So last week, I gave my take on the Salifu Amoako, you know, Sans Buhaha, you know, what I thought of it.
What do you think about it?
I feel the man lacks emotional intelligence. He does. You know, I feel he lacks it because we all have kids. And if our kids do certain things that are, you know, off the chart, of the things that we taught them to be, we need to take full responsibility of it. In as much as society has influence on our children, but we play the major part in their lives. So if your son has caused serious pain to certain people, I was thinking that he would take the responsibility of it, come and apologize.
But he apologized.
No. It wasn't a good apology. Apology that later you went into your church with your congregants instead of elaborating on the apology. That, you know what, yeah, please help me. Na yen pagana for what my son has done. I've tried everything within my means, but it's not working. So they should help me. And I say, they should help me in prayers. But if you say your son didn't take a gun to shoot people, and as a result of that, we should be okay with him killing, I mean, you lack emotional intelligence. He wasn't intelligent on that part. Yeah.
So what do you think should happen to the son?
I've said it last time on my take. I said it that, you know, the law should take its course. If it's 3 months, it's 6 months, it's 3 years, that a guy needs to be put away. They need to put him away, because if you are 16 years and you can drive, because your father has taught you that on Okran he drives without license. He taught you whatever that you're doing. They have to put him away, and if it's possible, they have to also sanction the man anyhow, because if he has really imbibed negative positivity into the son, you know, by not being reckless with his talks and all of that, I don't think that the son, because we are the primary, you know, custodians of our children. People say they are the teachers. No, it is us. They emulate us, what we say, how we talk. That's the vibe that they pick from us. So, I mean, the law should take its course. They should jail the guy, the boy, put him away, and call our bunny school, one Kobe. At least if for 6 months a crana, it will serve as a deterrent to people that they feel that their parents have money and that they can do whatever that they want. So I'm really following it. And I thanked IGP Dampare for putting the man away, even if it was just a day. Handcuff alone, it shows you are nothing. You are just like all of us. You happen to have money. Do you get what I'm saying? You know, Sadiana Dampare, any team they and in fact, me too, Chairman. They did amazing, because you can't say that they protect you even if you are lawless. We all have some level of protection. Rosalind, I'm sorry, because of the work that you do, you have some level of protection, but you don't have to, you know, even if you do something bad and they protect you, the emotional intelligence to let you know that you shouldn't tell that to the world if you are protected when you are lawless. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the law should take its course.
Oh, the law should take its course. It looks like we have some messages coming in, Shala.
A lot of them. Hi, Sally.
Hi, you look good. You look good.
Stop it.
Oh my God, stop it. Oh, stop it.
You make me give you 360, right? I'm here.
Do it. You look so good. I like the color block.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you. So, Sally, as you're sitting in our chair, you know that people at home are watching you. And you know that Sally, everybody wants to hear something, because Sally doesn't...
Let them say it.
No, you heard that. She said she doesn't know how to keep quiet.
No.
So I'm okay, Kanwa.
I'll say it.
Thank you very much. That's why, you know, I feel we are twins, because that's the same way.
Hey, baby!
Sally and I are twins, so Sally production. Yeah, so this one says that Sally is very bold and confident. That's why I admire, or that's what I admire about her. This one says Sally is seriously one of the best pundits in Ghana.
You see?
This one says Sally cannot be bullied in this Ghanaian industry. Well done. This one says this woman and calling people disrespectful. I love her though. This one says I love how she loves our entertainment industry. She really does. This one says we cannot wait to watch your new show. Obviously, we just saw the promo and we all cannot wait to see it. Sally Mann all the way. Ohima, you are too much.
Wow.
This one says that.
Wow.
Yes,
Come on,
this one says that the fact that she has been relevant for a very long time is very beautiful to see. And this one says, Sally, oh, Sally. She and controversy are like abomni apim. This one says that this is one of the strongest women I know in our entertainment industry. Sally is very bold and confident, and that's what I admire about her. This one, there's a lot for you. This one says, and you people say delay is the best. I beg shit for my woman Sally. Hey! said this is one of the strongest women I know in our entertainment industry. So people love you. People love what you do, and we cannot wait to see the show on very soon. And this one says, hello, Rosalind, good afternoon. I'm loving your show. I like the way Sally Mann is plain and real. Once again, Nano Kikano, into your car.
But she has the untouchables.
Of course.
But you defend Salifu Amoako to the
She is my best mate.
Okay.
Salifu Amoako, I will tell her story one day. You know, she's been a sister to me. You know, she's one person that will tell me to my face, Kawanutum, with the one yard, and I go like, yes, sir. I love her. She's my sister. You know, we bear the same name. She's also Sally. Sally. And she's like me, a lot like me, but she does it in a queenly way. Yeah. I do it in a rash way. And I want to thank each and every person that sent me a message. Rosalind, I always tell people that don't follow the bandwagon. The reason why I say that I'm the most loved individual in this industry is the fact that, guys, I have 19 accounts.
Oh, really?
Of course. I have 19 accounts. See, if you do something to me and I'm attacking, I'll come to you as a swarm of bees. You get what I'm saying? So if I have 19 accounts, and I drop 10 message on that account, that is 190.
So that's a social media account?
Exactly.
Okay.
And I have about 3 in all departments. So the reason why I said I'm not the most hated is because, look at me, I have 19. So one person can own a lot of accounts to troll you. Yeah. So if somebody is trolling you, Rosalind, don't quantify it and say a lot of people. No, it can be one person doing. That's why I'm saying that. You see, that's why I keep saying that.
So do you troll people on these accounts?
Of course. My God. Whoa.
But you don't know it's you?
No, they don't know. I just, because of Showtime, I've opened one of them. So on all social media, I'm Salifu Amoako.
Okay.
I've opened one of them. It's left with 18, so nobody should come for me. Because if you come for me, my God, I'll come for you.
With all 18 accounts?
Yes. What I do, I log in, I log out. I log in. Me, I got time. I have time. I will come at you. So all this Shatta, McBrown, my God, I'll throw you. The same way that you feel, if you share. No, this space is the 100. I will throw you, because me, I don't like the fame. I like to tell the truth. And then that's exactly, so don't let anybody...
But people came for you when you commented on one musician, some lady sang Adina's song, and you said she sang it better than Adina. Yeah. And people came for you.
Yeah, over 7,000 comments, In fact, I'm big, man. I'm too much. For people to actually comment on it 7,000 times. Parker, she did well with me. Once was scouting me. Let's
watch that video. I want to see that video. If the video is ready.
Up and coming artist, you can sing better than even the original. Voice here would display, you know. Me sure send your boy, you may hear Adina Krati or because a girl in there send you metro mano. Now what's the one in a denum? You sounded beautiful and you were smiling all through your performance. Nimo Mudie. I feel say where you should have owned it. And I wouldn't give permission on. Next year, I would a better version than on it. What's it? I'm mentioning us. You were too good.
I can see Andy's. I said Andy anymore. Andy patrol.
Can a girl sing better than Adina?
No, you see, truthfully, right? She said he has a fantastic voice.
Okay.
She does. I don't know how it came out, but when you're in the auditorium, I can hear it better than anybody. She has a fantastic voice. And listen, I did not say that with any malice. Are you trying to tell me that we don't have underground artists that are super talented than the artists that we have on the A-list? We do. Don't we? We do, right? We do. So, you see, we do. So I don't want anybody to go like, oh, you are coming for, and no. If she's better than the A-list, she's better than the A-list.
And is she better?
She is. She has a fantastic voice. In fact, if you would let me, you allow her to come on your show.
Okay.
and sing one of these days. Seti has a fantastic... In fact, the Darling Factor, we had 2 girls. The girl that won and Sedi, they had fantastic voices. They can beat the A-list female artists. So I don't want anybody... When I say something, it's a moment thing. That's how I felt. It doesn't negate that. Yeah, and let me say something. I've always loved Adina.
Yeah, I know that.
I love her. I love the way she dresses and all of that.
You've always said it.
Adina on Stars of the Future was a monster. When she came back, she saw the Adina that was on Stars of the Future. I don't know whether it's growth. You know, it happens. People actually lose it.
So,
when
you're saying Adina has lost it?
Yes, in terms vocally, because I've been at events a lot of times that the moment she sings 2 or 3 songs, not a voice arco. Do you get what I'm saying? People with powerful voices like that, you don't keep losing your voice when you sing. Michael Jackson's, music director says something about the fact that they need to train their voice. So the high-pitched notes that you always see Michael Jackson, talk, was a way of exercising the voice so that they can hit the higher notes. So we don't do that much.
Wow.
When we become comfortable. We don't do that. So the Adina that I knew from Stars of the Future, and Adina now, those voices are completely 2 different voices.
Wow. We have 2 other messages. We'll take that one.
I love how real Sally is. I look up to her. Lois and Rosalind, you all are looking nice today, though. Thank you.
Thank you.
And this one says that I just love her so much. In fact, love her very much.
Mama.
This queen...
Oh, no, I'm dying.
More grace to her, please. So, Sally, people do love you.
People love you. So, your show, when is it airing?
It's on Saturdays, 8 to 10 p.m. I'll come and watch it, and I try as much as possible to be disciplined, to be, to be a host, just like, so demure. I'll try to be, but me fatami. People will think that I'm pretending. Yeah. Papa Kwesi keeps telling me that, blend the two, so I'm trying as much as possible to blend the two. I play live music. Okay. Whether you're a musician or you're not a musician. This week is Gloria Safo is my guest. Okay. On it. We'll be playing some fun music for her, and then we'll talk about the entertainment industry. So watch it, please, and follow me on that one social media platform. If you come on it and I'll come with my 18. I'll come and do you. On Facebook, TikTok, everywhere. I'm Sally Frimpong. Go and check me out. Now I'm being Sally Frimpong because I want to be a lady. But if you come under my comment with any negativity, Sally Mann will rise.
So why Sally Mann? What's the name Man?
That's my husband's name.
That's your husband's name?
Yeah.
So people are thinking it's Man.
No, it's double M. It's a German name. Yes, actually, yeah.
Your husband's German?
Quarter German.
Okay, nice. Sally, thank you so much.
Hey!
Guys! It's been amazing.
I love you, Mama.
I love you too.
Let me come back.
When
I come back, I'm coming to sing.
Okay? No problem.
I'll sing.
And her name is Sally Mann. Of course, I didn't do this alone. I have Loishola Deyemi. And I have my wonderful studio audience as well. They've been amazing. Thank you all so much for sticking and staying with us all the way from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. A big thank you to my production team. You are super amazing. Thank you so much for always putting this together. And to my glam squad, thank you so much. We'll end on this note. But don't forget that we'll be back again on Friday with another episode of Changes. My name is Rosalind Felly. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye!
Changes.